Overwatch, the open beta has gone up as
I'm actually
of
playing right now.
what is it, the 6th? Yes.
What? Oh, when it came up,
Yeah,
yeah.
May 6th. It's going on through the 9th, I believe.
Yep.
And it basically lets you get your hand on the game before it comes out. It includes one or two game modes. I believe one is kind of push the.
Uh,
Is that right?
yeah, it's three game modes. One of them's just like classic team deathmatch kind of. The other one's payload, and then a King of the Hill.
And I guess to just kind of summarize before I get detailed, this game's fucking great. Like, this game is really fucking exceptional at balance. It provides
Yeah,
you with so many different classes to kind of jump into and kind of experiment with their abilities, and they're all very, very, very different in terms of how they play. But each character has another character that kind of counterbalances it. So, for example, one of the easiest ones to spot is like Bastion. He's a robot who apparently likes birds. He can like transform into like a turret, like a fucking like chain gun, and he'll start shooting at people, and he will like fucking take down people left and right with no effort. If you're solid at aiming, like you could aim at somebody for about 3 seconds and they're dead. Naturally, if you pick a character like Farah or you pick a character like Soldier 75, they have explosives abilities. So like I like to play Soldier 75, who's more a traditional first person type of character. You can use his special ability, which is like this twirling rocket shot, and you can like knock half of Bastion's health down. This chain gun guy. And what that does is it usually when you do it and you successfully hit them directly head on, they lose about like I want to say about 70% of their health. They panic and start running away, which gives you an opportunity to pull your gun out and go, you can just finish them off with a machine gun. This is really impressive, especially because it's just so balanced. Like Bastion, for example, when he has the chain gun mode, he can't move. He is stationary. He can no longer move, so you can get around him and really fuck him up. Or you could switch to his normal mode where he walks around, but he loses the machine gun capability and he has like this kind of slow firing regular gun. So every single aspect of each character has been like properly thought out. Like there's a ninja character who he can only throw shurikens, but he can only throw 3 of them, and then like he'll go like pa 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 pa
and then
pa,
reload.
and then he
Yeah,
has to get them back. You know what I mean? And the good side to him is that he's insanely fast, like obscenely fast. Like you can teleport. You could be like aiming in one direction and go really fucking fast.
and that's also an attack. So that's like a closer. That's what you call it.
Yes, exactly. If you pull your sword out and you use the your special ability to like dash forward, you'll go like fuck. You'll slice them, and it does a hell of a lot of damage. So that's really impressive. The character designs are honestly just really fucking fantastic. I mean, each character has this charm, and like they feel very alive and well animated and well thought out. Everything from the waifu girl in a pink mech suit robot to
Diva.
yeah to what's that like Icelandic girl.
May.
Yeah, with the little robot that she can throw. I mean, they're fucking
Why do
adorable.
I know all these?
And then all the way down to Winston, who's this really fucking smart. He's kind of like the face of the game. He's like this really
Husbando.
yeah. I mean, basically, I mean, each character is so well thought out, well acted, well brought to life, and it's kind of like, wow, I actually like these characters a lot. And it's not just like I like one or two of them. It's like each character has a thing, and they're all so cool. If I had to describe the actual gameplay, it reminds me of like Team Fortress 2 meets man, I guess the only way I would be able to describe it is like Team Fortress 2 meets Dota or Team Fortress 2
Yeah.
meets League of Legends.
Yeah, that would be fair.
Meets like kind of like a not a wholehearted like cell shaded look, because it combines a very cartoon-esque aesthetic without going cell shaded, But then it also has like gorgeous fucking visuals with the lighting effects and the fucking texturing and the tessellation on all the environment. It's gorgeous. It's a fucking
Yeah,
pretty game.
people have said that it's similar, very very similar to like a Pixar type animation
Yeah.
style, and I mean you can really see it, especially with all the wonderful characters in the game.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's really supremely designed, and it's not something we've seen from Blizzard in this direction, and I think it's really refreshing because very clearly Blizzard took their time. They didn't just rush a product out. And I mean, on top of there being a lot of gameplay variety and a lot of different ways to look at things, and the loot boxes and the unlockable costumes and unlockable taunts and all this shit, it's $40. The game is fucking $40. I mean,
You can
it's Blizzard, dude. Like, I mean, it's a big company. You don't think that they would go, okay, well, how much is our game worth? $60 is okay, but maybe we'll go 40. It's like, that's fucking unheard of. Like, really?
Yeah, they're honest.
Like, fucking 40? And then you play it and you're like, I'd pay $40 for this. This is solid. It's just really impressive all around. I mean, it's insanely polished. It's insanely well balanced. I mean, there are naturally classes that people like to lean towards, but that's kind of a good thing because they'll slowly learn that those reliant classes aren't as good because people are going to start going, oh, you're relying on Bastion? Oh, you're relying on this
we
character?
counter.
I'm going to counter you. And sure enough, they're going to get fucking wrecked and they're going to play those other characters and they're going to wreck those Bastions and they're going to... Bastion is the most overused fucking character in the game right now. But
Oh, definitely.
but that's okay because Pharah will fucking wreck Bastion in a second. So
I've had a really good what do you call it, counter. I've been able to counter Bastion with Tracer, especially because of her blinking ability.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, I mean that's my counter to him.
definitely, and that's the thing. There's so many, like each character in the game can counter every other character as long as you know how to use them. Each character has a disadvantage, but it's not like it's there have been games where they're like, oh, it's well balanced, but in the end, it just kind of feels kind of weak. Like everything you do feels weak. In this game, it feels balanced, but they don't do it in a way that's like, oh, this is fucking obnoxious. Like I hate this disadvantage. It's so fucking glaring. Even though the person who killed me also has an equally annoying disadvantage. It's just balanced in the sense that everybody's kind of OP. Everybody is overpowered. But everybody is balanced overpowered. So you feel powerful, but if you fuck up, you're going to die. Or if you do it right, you're going to fucking wreck everybody. So I think that's kind of a really fresh way to approach gameplay, and I had a hell of a lot of fun with it. I'm honestly probably going to play it tonight before the end of the beta. But the odds of me picking this game up increase every single time I boot up the game. It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, my experience with it, immediately I've been playing lots of hero shooters for just about whenever they first started appearing. I didn't play Team Fortress 2 simply I mean I played it whenever I got the orange box on Xbox 360, but obviously Xbox 360 isn't a very good place for first person shooters if you want to be like competitive or like really feel like you're doing well. And on PC, I played it a little bit, and obviously I'd gotten wrecked by other veterans who've been playing it since like day one. So it's definitely has what do you call it? Its likeness to Team Fortress, and I don't remember what this other game was called, but Overwatch reminds me of that game. However, Overwatch's polish and balance, as like you said, extremely good, because at first I didn't like Overwatch all that much. I was like, it's another hero shooter, whatever. But like the more that I played it, and I played it before the podcast as well, and I noticed that the more that I played it, the more I actually liked the characters, because in the other game I didn't like the characters. I didn't care for them. I was like, this is a healer type, this is the assault type, this is a sniper, whatever. And in Overwatch, I actually remember most of their names. Like my favorite character right now is Lucio, and he's a support character who like he's a DJ, so like he buffs speed. He buffs everybody around him with speed or healing, and like I don't know, it's just so entertaining because whenever you change from healing to speed or speed to healing, he like the music turns up and it's like this really cool like trance mix or dubstep mix depending on which one you choose. And I actually wreck shit with him despite him being support and having low health.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's just it comes down to attention to detail, and I think that's definitely what Blizzard has accomplished. And yeah, that Lucio is really cool because he has a personality. He's not just like you said, he's not just the healer class. He's Lucio. He's his own character, you know?
Let's turn it up. That's like my favorite phrase that he says right now.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite character and who's your waifu? Come on.
Okay, so my favorite character is definitely is his name. Is it Soldier 76 or 75? I think it's 75.
At 76, I feel like it's 76.
Whatever it is, Soldier 70 number. He's definitely my favorite, if only because he's this really cool balance between being a assault class and a support class. And I say that because it's so great to be able to kind of like duck behind cover and be like brr, brr, in hiding, you know, going back and forth. But if there are
he has an AoE heal as well.
Exactly. The fact that he can drop that heal and you could stand there and get fucking shot at and you're healing as it's happening for like 5 seconds or so, that helps the team out because everyone will be like, oh shit, heals, and they'll be able to get in my circle too, and it'll heal them too. So while you're also dealing damage, you can be healing your teammates. So it's kind of that really nice blend between being a support class and being an assault class, and I fucking adore his character. I find him a little annoying, like in terms of being a character, because I think if it's not him, no, it's definitely him, I think, where he says, I'm too old for this shit. It gets so fucking tedious, but you can change that, and I'm probably going to change that as soon as humanly possible, as soon as I get an unlock.
And he sounds like, I don't know, he sounds like that stereotypical first-person shooter hero, disgruntled old-ish man in his 40s or 30s.
Oh, and too old for this shit.
And it kind of gives me a vibe of Duke Nukem in the slightest.
Oh yeah, just very light. He's not as over the top, but he sounds like that generic first person action shooter hero that is like past his prime, and he's like, I can't believe I'm still doing this shit. Which is I mean, like I said, it's fucking awesome. And then waifu would be what's her face? The fucking you said her name, the girl with the robot. Yeah.
Or whatever.
She's just so funny to like just watch. Like she'll just be standing there like all fucking nerdy, and then she'll like brush herself off, and then she'll be like,
"I'll build a great wall."
Oh, and she sounds like she sounds like
BMO.
Bjork.
She sounds like BMO to me.
Oh my god, no! But she's fucking awesome. Like I fucking adore her character so much. Who's yours? Who's your favorite? Besides, well, yours is Lucio, right?
Well, I would say Lucio, but then I also have my I kind of like that Westerado kind of Western cowboy John Marston looking guy. I'm really good with him. I didn't think I was gonna like him at all, but like I don't know, I just got used to him, and I was popping headshots like crazy. And his ult is just like. It's called Showdown, and he kind of goes like the screen goes sepia, and he's like, and then he's a fucking, you time it just right, and you can headshot him, and I think he says something like it's time for high noon or something like that.
yeah, I like him a lot because he deals insane amounts of damage, like just like ridiculous. Another character that's really cool is the guy with the bow and arrow.
I can't remember his name.
But his special was that like you can charge up this fucking bow and arrow shot that like sends these gigantic twin spinning dragons that like just fucks anything up in the vicinity of it. And it's so like visually when you see it happen in a match just randomly, you're like, fuck, I need to get out of the way of that. Or holy shit, somebody just did that, we're wrecking ass. Like it's fucking awesome. And yeah, I mean just the sheer variety between each character is just so excessive and so extensive, and I think that's
I want to
really.
Say there's like, I want to say that there's like 12 characters or 20. I don't know, something like that. A big number.
Yeah, no, there's a fucking lot, dude. Um, but yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't gotten a chance to play it, I'm sure by the time this goes up, the beta will have already concluded. But I really do hope that you check it out because it's Blizzard at their finest. I mean, it's them, you know, touching ground on a brand new type of mechanic, and they just nail it. I mean, it's so fucking new type of gameplay style. I'm sorry, and they just fucking nail it.
I'd say as as an ending note, I'd say that my waifu is between two of the characters, either Diva, because she's like, she's attractive, she's funny, she's into video games and memes and stuff, but like she's kind of a bitch. Like I don't know, she's like a Tsundere,
Yeah,
a tsundere or whatever. And like I kind of don't like that about her, but then the rest of her is just kind of enjoyable and funny and sarcastic. And then my other waifu would be Mercy because she's just so pleasant and happy and like just wants to help people.
Oh yeah, dude, no doubt. Like I'm really am. I'm just impressed at how much effort they went into each character, and I think that regardless of what you're doing, you are going to get really involved with these characters and really care about these characters. Especially if you go onto YouTube and you look up like their little character trailers.
Yeah,
You
so
will.
all their lore. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm still mad at you, but you go ahead.
All their lore is available through like little comic book strips and YouTube videos and stuff like that. So their lore comes from outside of the game, which kind of makes you more involved in it. And it tells the developers, they'll see how many views their stuff gets, and there's just like, oh, okay, so we're doing something right. And I really like that it's outside of the game in that sense, but then it kind of becomes inconvenient because a lot of people probably won't take the time to look up all that stuff.
I think that's actually kind of okay because it lets the people who give a shit go check it out. And it lets people
Yeah.
who don't necessarily care about the lore and the story and stuff like that, it lets them just play the game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. And yeah, when are you purchasing this if you are? Because I think I will, but later down the line.
It really depends because right now, like I said, I'm pretty close to being able to get my Vive pre-order in, which is going to ship next month. So once I kind of pass the threshold of like, the Z money counts, then I'm probably going to start looking into games because there's just too many games that I want right now. I mean, Uncharted 4 has been given 10 out of 10s from everybody, and it's coming out, God, today's the 8th, right? Yeah. 2 days. So I really want to play that one, and then I also want to play Ratchet and Clank, the new one. And then I also want to play Overwatch, and I also want Mirror's Edge. So I'm gonna have to start saving up for all those games. But and then I also want Battlefront. But depending on the way the rest of the month goes, I'm gonna see. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's show for Interact Gaming Podcast. I really hope you had a good time listening to each one of these videos. And I know it's a hell of a lot of. It's a Jesus Christ, fucking JJ. I know it's a lot of fun for me and JJ to sit here and just have a conversation, but we definitely want to get more of your voice. We want to get more of you on the shows. So if you're just a random passerby on our video and you enjoy what you're hearing, head on over to Facebook, request access into the Interact Gaming Media Group, and, post some opinions. Post what you're interested in, what you think, and maybe we'll talk about it on the show. Maybe we'll quote you, but I really hope you had a great time. I really hope you check out the group, and I will see you the next time we interact. We did it. JJ, we did it. We did the show, JJ.
One of these days, I want to finish it with We Interact. I was
Okay.
like, I've been wanting to do that so bad.
You do it. Do it now.
We Interact.
That's not the whole line.
Oh, but it's like, and I'll see you next time we interact.
Great job.
Well, I don't want to say it like that.
Okay, well now say it for real.
And we'll.